Chef Paul of Bowman's makes the best steaks in town, the Herald. Chef Paul is the maestro of marinade, the Herald. Chef Paul's reputation is built on his marinade alone, the Herald.
Chef Paul's secret ingredient is actually A1.
Chef Paul questioned about missing assistant, the Herald. The secret to great steak isn't just for great steakhouses anymore. A1, a marinade, a seasoning, a 136-year-old secret.
Metal bars, designed to save your butt. Metal bars, designed to save your skin. Introducing the revolutionary Schick Protector, designed with super sharp blades wrapped in ultra-thin safety wires. And a full pivoting head for incredible closeness. There's no safer shave in the world. Hey, safe feels better. Schick Protector, the feel of smart design.
When renting a car is part of your vacation, Alamo makes it part of your fun.
Don't worry.
Our Drive Happy rates help you wheel and deal.
Drive happy.
With unlimited mileage, guaranteed.
Guys like me don't get much respect. I mean, I'm not even in a cereal box. But man, I could care less.
Triple Play 99. EA Sports. It's in the game.
Well, Bob Wells, a 31-year-old career minor leaguer, really, will come on in relief of Randy Johnson. He worked 2/3 of an inning yesterday. Did not have a particularly good spring, but made this ball club because they needed some arms. Bob Wells was with this team starting in July last year. Actually was named a closer at one point for a couple of games, but he comes on here in long relief. So now Lou Piniella, if there was a warning issued to Randy Johnson, Lou Piniella is automatically thrown out of this game. He was out there talking to the umpires. Larry Barnett, the crew chief's coming in to talk to him right now. Also, with Kenny Lofton thrown out, they'll have to get a new batter up to the plate here to face Wells. And you see Piniella talking to Barnett. Piniella was very much under control on that second knockdown pitch when he came out.
He had to be, man. He was totally spent after that first.
He also knew he was gone.
he was huffing and puffing over there. He was spent after that first exhibition.
Man, oh man. As everybody came off the field, there isn't even anybody out on the field right now. Some fans there sitting down in those seats that are dugout level. Apparently we're giving Lou Piniella a tough time, so the umpires have come over to try and settle that down.
Well, I don't think they warned him. I don't think there was a warning. I just because first of all, you can't lose Randy Johnson. If they warned him, you can't lose Randy Johnson. Randy Johnson was thrown out because of his participation, I think, in what was going to be a brawl. Because Lou would be gone, Lou's not gone. And
yeah, I agree, Ray. I can't believe there wasn't a warning, though.
No, I can't either.
But we never saw the sign given. Both managers were talked to, and Larry Barnett talked to Randy Johnson, but that was it.
And I did like the way that they handled the situation, the umpires, and not ejecting anybody from the ball game, like you said, with Lou going off the way he did. A lot of times when you show that much emotion and physical, have to be restrained physically, then they eject you. But
hockey game breaks out everywhere these days, doesn't it?
Man.
I'm telling you. All right. Now, Wells, the 31-year-old right-hander, has completed his warm-ups. He will pick up the count here on Kenny Lofton, which is an 2-0 count, rather.
And it won't be Kenny Lofton.
No, it'll be Pat Borders. Pat Borders will come on and take over this at-bat. There is Borders. And Bob Wells.
And he'll end up catching for Alomar, I'm sure.
Yeah, he'll be staying the ball game, be a leadoff hitter, and be doing the catching because Alomar also got tossed out of the game. So here we go again. A 2-0 count. Pat Borders up. Wells delivers a strike, and we're back at it. 2-1 count, one down. And inside the park home run by David Bell of the Indians in the first inning has given them the lead. Now Randy Johnson's been thrown out. The bullpen, the Achilles heel of this Seattle team, is now responsible for this game.
Oh, man, and they're going to get some work, obviously.
Griffey. Borders retired, and there are 2 down.
Well, this is just what you don't want to happen. We talked about Randy Johnson needing to go deep into the game and possibly a complete game to take some pressure off that bullpen. And here you are, you're in the bullpen in the bottom of the 3rd inning, and you're talking about burning a staff out.
So Randy Johnson went 2 1/3, a hit, a run, the inside the park home run. He walked 1 and struck out 4. He could be the losing pitcher in this game if Seattle never comes back to tie or take a lead. Here's David Bell, who had the inside the park home run. He thought he was going to have all the excitement. He had an inside the park home run, the first one at the Jake, and everybody's going to forget it.
Nobody's going to talk about it.
It's going to be the last story discussed tomorrow. And the first one ever hit here as he put it off the left field wall and circled them all. Joe Carter had the last Cleveland inside the park home run 9 seasons ago. Back in 1989, it was at Minnesota. David Bell now moves himself ahead on that list. Bell fouls that one back upstairs. And I do mean back upstairs.
I didn't even see that ball, man.
We can check this for scuff marks if
let's
you'd like.
look at it. Well, it's a Rawlings, and it's Fish American League.
We're not involved in this. I didn't throw at anybody. 2 ball, 2 strike count on Bell. And the breaking ball misses down low. Did not go around. Larry Barnett's had a long night already, the crew chief here. 3-2 count, 2 away. Bell takes the fastball outside, and Wells gives up the walk. So with 2 away, Bell is on. Lou Piniella is trying to get his heart rate down a little bit over there. Will this be an episode that'll fire up the Seattle Mariners? I don't know.
Well, you got your second best player out of the ball game behind Ken Griffey. I think probably that although you lose Lofton and Alomar, it's a pretty good trade out for Cleveland.
Get Randy Johnson out of there. Sean Dunston at the plate, batting at .243. Takes the pitch outside. He is the designated hitter. Flied out to center field his first time out. Bartolo Colon, the starter for Cleveland through all of this, has been sitting around watching a long time. 1-0 delivered to Dunston, and that misses down low, and a 2-0 count.
Well, Wells has become a picker. He throws a lot of breaking balls. You're going to see him throw almost 2 breaking balls to every fastball he throws. His fastball is 86 to 87 miles an hour. Pretty straight, but he throws a lot of breaking balls and straight changeups.
Well, he's being called on here to put some innings in, Ray. This bullpen, as you said, is devastated by work and unsuccess in that job. And now Wells is being called on here in the 3rd inning to try and get this ball game deep and give the Seattle team a chance to stay in it.
Well, the one positive thing that for Seattle is that you still have Justice and Tomei out of the lineup with a right-handed pitcher in there. They've got the lineup stacked with right-handed hitters, and you've already lost 2 players. So
Wells with that runner on at first base. 2 ball 1 strike count, and Dunston leans back. 3-1.
Well, this ball's almost over the plate. It's just up, and Sean's always on top of the plate. That ball is actually over the plate. And what will happen now, any pitch that's anywhere near inside and up, there's going to be somebody reacting to it.
Dunston's got a 3-1 count with 2 down. 3 for 8 in the series. Towards third, Jeff Houston got him. Not much happened in that inning in your scorebook, but plenty happened on the field. Indians 1, Mariners nothing.
Hi, I'm Mary Deno, and right now on Channel 267 on Platinum Presents, a sneak preview of some of the groundbreaking movies available on the Independent Film Channel. Watch Hollywood's biggest names tell us why they love working in independent films. And join the celebration as DirecTV takes you to the Independent Spirit Awards. It's a sneak peek into cutting-edge filmmaking. So grab your popcorn and tune to Channel 267 right now for this month's Platinum Presents.
This month, Direct Ticket has got the high-flying hits playing on DirecTV. Fasten your seatbelts because this is a non-stop flight that's first-class action.
Sir, we got on your tail! You could finish this with one phone call!
Harrison Ford, Air Force One. If you think your job is hell, think again. Keanu Reeves, Al Pacino, Devil's Advocate. Demi Moore is a one-woman army. And she's just gone to war with the system.
I'm gonna go through with this.
G.I. Jane. How far would you go to get what you want?
How are you planning to kill me?
Anthony Hopkins and Alec Baldwin are about to find out.
Come on, get me!
The Edge. When you're angry at the world, every place is...
I just want to go home, okay?
Mad City. It's no secret if you're looking for a laugh. Keep your eye on this spy.
You're so twisted.
Bill Murray is the man who knew too little. You've got Hollywood's hottest hits playing this month on DirecTV.
The Tours Elite tee it up in Palm Beach Gardens, where two-time defending champ Hale Irwin battles the infamous Bear Trap in the most prestigious event in senior golf, the PGA Seniors Championship. Coverage begins tomorrow at noon on ESPN.
ESPN's Wednesday Night Baseball is brought to you by Triple Play 99 from EA Sports. You've never seen baseball like this. A wild night early on at the Jake. The Indians have the 1-0 lead as we go to the fourth inning. Changes here because of the players thrown out of the ball game. Sandy Alomar Jr. no longer doing the catching. Pat Borders, who came on to take Lofton's at bat, will stay on and do the catching for the Cleveland Indians. Ryan Giles moves into center field. Lofton, who had been there, also thrown out of the ball game. Wow. Now Mike Hargrove's Indians, Ray Knight, is there retaliation?
No way. No way. This is a long season. Sometimes around June there'll be a retaliation, but no way. This young pitcher, this ball club, you just put it back in your file and you remember it and get to it sometimes later, but not tonight.
Colon has retired all 9 he's faced. Joey Cora fired out his first time up. No walks, 5 strikeouts for Bartolo Colon. Fryman in at third base. That one will take care of all that. A leadoff single. So Cora's hit successfully now in all 14 games for the Seattle Mariners. That's the first hit for Seattle, and the leadoff man's on here in the fourth.
Just a fastball right out over the middle of the plate, and Cora hit it right back where it came from.
It's always a good idea.
Yes, it is.
Usually get you a big hit.
It will.
There's that hit streak that he's got going. He's got good speed. Now Rodriguez up at the plate. 1-0 lead Indians. They've had only 1 hit. The inside the park home run by David Bell. Alex Rodriguez takes the pitch inside.
Well, this is a great time to run, Gary. You got a catcher just coming into the ball game, sitting over there in cold weather, and Cora, as you mentioned, with good speed, just stole 6 bases last year, but real good time to test that new catcher.
Cora's 1-0 on the base paths so far this season. Rodriguez fouls that one off at the plate, and it goes to 1-1. Alex Rodriguez, only 22 years old, broke into the majors with a year in which he hit .358, 36 homers, and 123 runs batted in 1996. There was no way he was going to equalize that last year, but he came pretty close, and that a 300 season for him. 23 homers and 84 RBIs.
Well, look,
go over to first. He's back.
Looking at that offense, you're talking about Rodriguez in the 2-hole drove in 84 runs last year. Griffey 147. Martinez 108. Jay Buhner, who's not in the lineup, hit 40 home runs and drove in 109. So you're talking about the most explosive offense in the American League when you're talking about the Mariners.
Colon, that one hit the right field. They're playing very deep on him. Ramirez will have to play that on a hop. Guns it back in, and Seattle's got the first two on here in the fourth inning. Back-to-back singles by Cora and Rodriguez, setting the table for the middle of this lineup.
Well, pitchers getting rhythms, and Colon obviously was in a great rhythm, but he sat over there for probably, what, 20-25 minutes during the brawl, and he'll have to find that rhythm again. You'll see right here, fastball up and in. Rodriguez, one reason why he's a great hitter, he stays inside the baseball, shoots that ball out to right field, not trying to do too much with it, just inside outs it and hits the ball hard on the line to right field.
And a big moment here for Cologne and Seattle, because Ken Griffey Jr. is up with 2 on and nobody out. He grounded out his first time up and takes the pitch outside. Monday night, he became the second youngest at 28 years plus to reach the 300 home run plateau. Jimmy Fox is the man he passed in age and reaching that level. Doesn't get that one. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, this is one man you don't want to challenge too much with the fastball. He's a great low ball hitter. There you saw a changeup. But you don't want to challenge him too much. He's probably got the fastest bat in all of baseball, he and Sheffield.
Down to first base. Jeff Mano looks, no play anywhere but first, takes it there. Cora moves over to third. Rodriguez goes down to second base. 2 in scoring position with Griffey retired, 1 away. He's hit a couple down to first base. Now, with only 1 away, designated hitter Edgar Martinez will face this youngster. And the 1-0 Cleveland lead in jeopardy right here in the fourth inning.
And with 1 out, infield back, knocking down the ball to prevent the go-ahead run from scoring.
Fastball is outside Edgar Martinez. Junior moved him up. Now Martinez will try and get him in. Martinez this season has gone 3 for 11 with runners in scoring position. He's got 2 out there right now. Check swing. Did he go? Larry Barnett at first again says no, and a 2-0 count at Martinez.
Well, this is a situation where a young pitcher really has to be smart. You have first base open, even though it's early in the game. You got an outstanding left-handed hitter in Segui behind him. You don't want to give Edgar Martinez a fat pitch to hit here. You still try to make your pitch. If you don't make it, you go ahead and walk him.
And he's outside with that one. So a 3-0 count on Edgar Martinez.
That's what a lot of young pitchers fail to do, Gary. They fail to realize the situation in the game. This man right here is a great hitter, but when he's ahead in the count, he hits 370, 380. So you just do not want to give him a cookie right down the middle for him to do anything with. So you continue to make your pitch and start all over with the next hitter.
A look back to second base. No throw made. Omar Vizquel had moved in behind Rodriguez at second. Roy Coors, the base runner at third. 3-0. See if he just stays away from Martinez here in this delivery. He's up high to him, walking.
He didn't want any part of it.
So first walk surrendered. We'll load the bases. 1 down, bases loaded for Seattle here in the fourth inning with the Indians leading at 1-0. And David Segui, the league's second leading hitter coming into today's play, will come to the plate with the sacks full.
Mark Wiley going to the mound. See, in this situation, it allows you to make 1 pitch and get out of the inning. You make 1 good pitch, hit a ground ball, and you get out of the inning, as opposed to having to make 2 or 3 good pitches to a hitter like Martinez to get him out.
David Segui, not a fast runner. If you can get the ground ball off Segui, you've got a good chance to pick up that double play. He has grounded into 1 so far. Our in-game box score for you here. The Mariners batters, they have struck out 97 times this season, most in the American League. You see up top there those 97 Ks, 5 added to it tonight. But Cora and Rodriguez have picked up hits here in this inning, and they are on. Cora's at third, Rodriguez at second, and the walk to Martinez has loaded him up. And David Segui will get the opportunity. Segui 4 for 14 with runners in scoring position this year, including a home run. Colon will be looking for that ground ball to try and turn 2. 1-0 Cleveland lead. Segui, first ball hitting, pops it up short. Vizquel. Their territory. Huge out. 2 down.
Segui normally very patient. This is that fastball up, waist high, and you just can't get on top of that ball. And look how frustrated he is. Throws the bat down. Normally an outstanding clutch hitter.
What a huge out. 2 down. Bases remain loaded. Segui retired. Now Glenn Allen Hill. He was called out on strikes his first time up. You see, off to a very fine start for Hill. Colon gets the ground ball towards third. They get the out at second. Prime into Bell. Colon, the youngster, cool, calm, and out of it. Indians up 1-0.
You like the way you feel when you get what you need, like the key to your heart, like a break in the weather. You deserve someone who's always there at your service. Quality care.
Quality Care Service from Ford and Lincoln Mercury dealers.
Time will definitely be on your side with an Armstrong air conditioner. Armstrong Air. Strength you can rely on.
Traveling along, singing a song, side by side.
Want lobster? How about shrimp? Have both on one plate. Right now at Red Lobster, shrimp and lobster are together, side by side, for one very enticing price. So grab some food before this offer ends and enjoy. Because life on land is dry.
Yoo-hoo! Our mail got mixed up again. Your phone bill sure is low.
Thanks. Dialing 10321 is saving me a ton.
And look at all those long talks with your brother.
Save 50% off every call over 20 minutes.
You should have told me 10321 saved so much.
Well, Lou Pinella's team, a great chance to either tie or take a lead. Couldn't do it. We go back to the third inning when all broke loose. Lofton up. Randy Johnson pitching. That was the first inside. Pinella went crazy. Amazingly not thrown out of the game. Very next pitch. Again inside. Bullpen's empty. Bench is emptied. Lofton got thrown out. Alomar got thrown out. And so did Randy Johnson. And now Bob Wells. And Manny Ramirez is the hitter. Ramirez grounded out his first time up, 3 for 8 currently in this series, and batting .292 on the year. One of the real fine hitters in this lineup. 25 years old, .304 career average. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Wells with a 1-1. Outfield straight away on Ramirez. Popped up first base. Segui. Ramirez retired, 1 away here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Take a look at the in-game box for the Cleveland Indians. You see the ejections that occurred in light of the incident in the 3rd. Lofton, Alomar gone for the Cleveland Indians. Bell the inside of the park home run. And that has been it offensively. Only 1 hit in this game for Cleveland. Baroja takes the pitch outside for a ball. Geronimo Baroja signed to a new contract at the start of the year. Probably wouldn't have happened if Brian Giles had more belief in Giles. Is off to a great start. Mike Hargrove said as much. He said with Giles playing the way he is right now, if we had known that, we would not have expended the money on Baroja because we really are a bit overstacked in that department now.
Yeah, and then they just come back and sign Giles this week with a 3-year deal. So
Giles got a new 3-year contract with another option. Fisted on that one, right back to Wells. Makes the play over to Segui. Baroja's retired, and there are 2 down here in the 4th inning with the Indians leading at 1-0. Well, we were joking before the game, as was Lou Piniella, the skipper of Seattle, about maybe it was time to start the relievers and then bring the starters in later. He said, well, we're just really joking about when we say that. Well, that's about what's happened in this game, with Randy Johnson working only 2 1/3 innings, their starter. Here's the bullpen on early. 2 down, bases empty. Breaking ball catches the inside corner. Brian Giles will get his first at bat as he is sitting in Sandy Alomar's spot. You see the start he has made. Whoa, putting up some real big numbers.
Getting back to that pitching, Gary, it all boils down to confidence, and Piniella's talked about his relievers just not having confidence, and they need to have something to build on.
Tonight may be the night.
He really believes that everybody in that bullpen has set up for closer stuff.
Hit in the air, shallow left field. And Allen Hill drifts underneath and puts it away. So Wells retires the Cleveland Indians in order. We've completed 4 here at the Jake. Wednesday Night Baseball. Indians lead.
The S&P 500 index is quite a benchmark. In fact, it outperformed 93% of all stock funds for the past year. American Century Income and Growth Fund outperformed the S&P 500 for 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, and the life of the fund. Seating is now available. Call 1-800-321-3219.
What?
Guys like me don't get much respect. I mean, I hit big, but there's no deal or a commercial. I make huge plays. I'm not even in a cereal box. But man, I could care less.
Triple Play 99. You've never seen baseball like this.
Who needs cereal?
Whoa. EA Sports. It's in the game.
The Best Western in New York City is conveniently located right in the middle of everything. Best Western, across the street from Ordinary.
Great to have you with us here in the first half of our doubleheader on ESPN's Wednesday Night Baseball. Bartolo Colon has walked 1 and struck out 5 in this game. He has given up just 2 hits. They came in the 4th inning. And the Seattle Mariners, rather, left the bases loaded in that inning. Jeff Houston leads it off here for Seattle, fouls it off. Colon at the age of 22, pretty comfortable in dealing with tough situations. Bases loaded. Segui got the pop-up. Segui angry. 2 pitches to get out of it as Glenn Allen Hill went after the first pitch to him. They got the forced play, and hey, I'm done. Now he's back to work.
2 real good quality pitches from a young pitcher with bases loaded. That high riding fastball right up above the belt, hard to get on top of. Then a dandy little slider that Glenn Allen tried to pull, and Fryman made a real good play on.
Jeff Houston popped out his first time up. Houston getting the start tonight. Has played with Montreal, Texas, Baltimore, and a good deal of time spent at the minors. Now 33 years old. Problem has been with the bat. Only a .233 career hitter. He was with Milwaukee last year, where he played in 84 games and hit only .203. Behind on the count here, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lone's pitch tapped down to third. No play there for Travis Fryman, and it'll stay at 1-2.
Gary, both Pat Borders and Alomar really working the corners with Colon on the 0-2 pitch. Borders set up way outside. Here he wants to throw a changeup down.
1-2, got it there. Again, fouls it off outside of third base. He'll have to come back.
Actually, that's that sinker. When he circles his finger, that's that sinker.
Pat Borders, great backup catcher here in this situation for this ball club. I mean, this is a veteran catcher who's caught some good staffs before.
Well, he really has, up there in Toronto and playing on the World Series and actually World Series MVP.
1 ball, 2 strike count. Borders lays the sign down, and Houston wants a timeout. It's kind of settling the Jake down here after the big Donnybrook in the 3rd inning. 1-2 delivery on the way. That one drilled to right field. That wind blowing in is going to hold that up, and Ramirez puts it away. Let's check in with Gary Miller. Gary.
Jim Eisenreich pinch hitting for Brian Meadows, who was matching Curt Schilling. Schilling was up 2-1, has given up only a solo home run to Derek Lee, his only hit allowed in the game, but his former teammate from the '93 pennant winners, one of the few leftovers from last year's world champ, Jim Eisenreich, opposite field.
Curt Schilling has had a magnificent start for Philadelphia. Can't pitch almost perfect baseball, which is what he's had to do in a couple of wins he's had. Powerful fastball by Wilson, who struck out his first time up. 1 down, nobody on. Top half of the 5th inning. Colon swung on and missed again. 0-2. Seattle hitter is going to be going, where did this guy come from?
Look at him shift outside right here, see if he can get the ball there. That's the thing that I'm really impressed with, is he is really getting the ball to the area that the catcher is moving to, and that tells you when a pitcher matures, because he's throwing to the spots that he wants to go to. Setting up out there again.
1-2, fouled off outside of first base. No play on this. Stay at a ball and 2 strikes. Got pretty hard, hit hard in his last outing against Anaheim. 4 2/3, gave up the 4 runs on 8 hits in that game. Walked 3. He walked 3 in each of his first starts, including that complete game win against Anaheim in his first outing. And he only had 1 complete game last year. That shutout was his first shutout, and that's taken inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Dan Wilson.
Pat Borders signaling to him there that he's not getting his arm up on the breaking ball. He's dropping down, getting his hand below the ball or outside the baseball, and still getting on top of it.
Wilson sticking tough. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pat Borders, one of the catchers that still wears the now old wire mask with that Billy Goat's plastic strap hanging down. Many of the catchers now have that hockey mask that's a molded mask that's made to fit them. 2-2 delivery. Wicked jam job right there. Bell, gotta hurry it over.
That's seriously getting in somebody's kitchen right there. That's sawing you off down around the trunk of that bat, boy. Jeez.
He got the bees running up through his arms on
mercy. On a night like this, look where he hits this ball. He hits this ball right around his top thumb. I am not kidding you. That is seriously getting in there. My goodness. There must be some good wood. That bat didn't shatter.
His arms probably still shaking as he goes back into the dugout. Wilson retired. There are 2 down. 2 away. Base is still empty. Redmanovich up. Struck out his first time up, fouls that one back. 1 strike count on it. Ryan Redmanovich making the start in right field. Jay Buhner could be back within a week on the 15-day DL, but it was made retroactive to the 7th. Redmanovich has gone 0 for 4 on the season. Second base again. Bell is there. He's got it. makes the play. Colon, another 1-2-3 inning as he protects that Cleveland 1-0 lead.
Some come to see the hype. Some come to see the show. Others simply come to see the stars. Prince Nazim, HBO's new star maker.
Beneath the skin exists a framework. Solid in design, resilient, and ready to give you the most exciting performance you may have ever had behind the wheel. Call 1-888-4A-GRAND-AM for an even closer look. It's excitement well built. The all-new Grand Am by Pontiac. Comfort that never quits. Red Wing shoes. Work hard.
Troy Aikman is back to pass. He's looking, look out. Oh, Aikman goes down.
He had a man wide open. What was he thinking?
Brute. It's all part of the game.
All right, guys. Same play.
Delta protects this faucet with the same process that protects the space shuttle.
Introducing Brilliance.
Finally, a polished brass finish that's guaranteed to shine for life. From Delta, the faucet.
Travis Fryman leads it off for the Indians as we go to the bottom half of the 5th inning. What a strange game. 1 run, 1 hit for the Indians, an inside the park home run by David Bell in his first at-bat as an Indian. And the first inside the park job here at the Jake. It came off the starter, Randy Johnson, who got thrown out in the 3rd inning for throwing 2 inside pitches at Kenny Lofton. Bob Wells is now on in relief of the big unit. That one to right field. Very playable. Edmanovich is there. He's got it. And Fryman is retired. Not thrown out yet. Gary Miller.
Bottom of the 9th at Fenway Park. The Red Sox yet to lose a home game. They're tied at 3. Troy O'Leary, the big hitting hero for the night. Seeing eye single after they intentionally walked Beaumont. John Ballantyne will beat the throw. O'Leary homered, had 3 hits in the night. The Red Sox have won all 6 home games, 4-3.
Wow. How about Garcia Parra? Wow. Man. What a star. Could play short and could hit. 1 down, nobody on. Jeff Maddow playing at first base tonight. Takes that pitch for a strike called in the outside corner. We've had 3 players ejected and 1 run scored. So those in the clubhouse are leading those in the field. And the fastball bounces in the dirt. Only 3 hits in this game. 2 for the Mariners, 2 singles, and that inside the park job by Bell. Bob Wells came on in the 3rd with 1 down. He's working on his 2nd complete inning. Maddow, a strikeout victim his first time up, will ground out to Joey Cora, maybe. No, he's on. Error on Cora. Cora's throw down in the dirt. Segui came over and blocked it, but couldn't get back to the bag in time, and Maddow is on.
Well, Cora never got his feet set here. You watch him, he goes over and he kind of gets his feet stumbled up. He hung his feet up in the turf and never was able to get himself on that backside to make a strong throw. Watch his feet stumble a little bit there, and he just kind of flips the ball. Boy, it's not that tough a throw.
3rd error charge to Joey Cora this year. So 1 on, 1 out. And Omar Vizquel, runner goes, hit and run on, tried to push it to right field and fouled it off. Vizquel, a strikeout victim as well, his first time up. Maddow comes back. If you're Mike Hargrove, you're in a pretty good situation when you got Omar Vizquel batting 9th in the order.
Well, he makes such good contact. He's a great bunter. Mike used to hit him in the 2-hole just to take advantage of his ability to put the ball on the ground and make contact. Seldom strikes out.
Vizquel with a 1-strike count, runner not going, 0-2.
He's hurting, though. You mentioned about him wincing early with his left side. You can tell right there something is bothering him right around that ribcage area. Every swing he takes, he flinches.
Got some of the brooms hanging over the left field wall there, indicating the sweep the fans hope Cleveland will get, but play's got to be stopped, obviously, with those things dangling over the side. That's where the broom should be. In the house, not hanging over the side of it. 2-strike count on Vizquel. And he's gone. Called 3rd strike. He knew it. Wells gets his first strikeout. The National Football League draft coming up Saturday on ESPN from 12 noon to 7, and on the Deuce from 7 till 10. Coverage will continue on Sunday on ESPN from 11 to 1, and on the Deuce 1 to 6. Chris Berman will be there, Mike Trico, Tom Jackson, Joe Theismann, host of others. The NFL draft on ESPN and on the Deuce. 1 strikeout to Pack Borders. Borders getting his second at bat here. Borders flied out. He came on to finish up the at bat of Kenny Lofton, who left with a 2-ball count after Randy Johnson had zipped him a couple of times around the chin. They both got thrown out. Borders has got a base hit. Mando will stop at second base. So the Indians now with a couple of hits up on the board, and Cora's error has allowed this inning to stay alive with 2 on and 2 down. Well, to this point, Luke Piniella can't complain about the pitching. Randy Johnson and Wells here have been able to hold the Indians down to a couple of hits, but still trailing. The Indians on top 1-0, and here's Bell. Bell perfect as a Cleveland Indian. Inside the park, home run and a walk. And that one is taken down low, ball 1.
David, a very quiet hitter. You're over there in St. Louis. Used sparingly, but plays a lot of positions. Real good player to have on a ball club. A lot like Jeff Branson. You underestimate kids like this value to a ball club because he can do so many things for you.
Got 2 on here. Throw down second base. Dangerous one held onto by Rodriguez as he came across the bag on Dan Wilson's throw. Wilson's got a great arm. He saw some daylight. Jeff Mando at second base.
This is just an I'll be there play, and you see it's put on between the catcher and the shortstop. Shortstop breaks as soon as the ball is past the hitter, and Mano aware and gets back.
Bell's got the RBI opportunity here. 1-1 count. In for a strike. 1-2. Wells ahead of him. Wells has walked 1 and struck out 1. Indians have stranded only a couple in this game, neither in scoring position. They just haven't had many base runners. Jumping there as Rodriguez started moving in behind that lead runner. It's Waters at first. Mando at second. Inside fastball. 2-ball, 2-strike count. Cleveland trying to sweep this 3-game set. Their 10-2 start, a tremendous start for this club, the best since 1988. Now Seattle's off to the worst start ever in their franchise history at 3-10. He reached to protect that time, fouled it back. Bell holds the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, Seattle's going to be there in the end. They just have too much talent. Their starting pitching is decent. You know, they just have to get that bullpen straightened out, and I believe that Piniella will. Some way he'll get that thing worked out.
His team won 90 games last year, finishing 6 games ahead to win their division. 1 more games actually in Cleveland, 4 more. Cleveland 186. Again, foul back by Bell. Seattle Mariners may be getting their funk over early. this start.
You're looking at some true stars. A-Rod, Junior, Buhner will be back probably in a couple of weeks. Cora. They just have a tremendous ball club. Solid defensively.
Missed that time with a slider down low. So with 3-2 down, the runners will be going. Mando at second base and Borders at first. Bob Wells, 31-year-old reliever, trying to get Bell out of there. Two count. John Adams with that banging. Severed headache number 39 in left field. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swung on, hit in the air to shallow center. Griffey. And that will do it. No runs, a hit and an error, and 2 are left on. The Indians at the Jake on top.
Time is skating by. Feel the pressure mount. Make the moment count. Score with more NHL Center Ice as the coolest game on Earth's stretch run accelerates into overdrive. Call 1-800-GET-SPORTS and get the rest of the regular season plus next year for the special low price of just $119 or 4 interest-free monthly payments of $29.75. Don't miss this limited time offer to follow your NHL favorites and Nagano's heroes through the rest of this season plus next year. Hasek, Bure, Gretzky, Solani, Madonna, and many more. Call right now and you'll receive a free subscription to On, the official magazine of DirecTV Sports. Lord Stanley's Cup is on the line. Be there for all the action through $98.99. Call 1-800-GET-SPORTS and get the best of the NHL at the lowest possible price. Just $119 for the rest of the regular season and all of next year. It's NHL Center Ice on DirecTV Sports.
I'm not immortal, but I defy limitations, sacrifice my body, endure the pain. It is testament to my devotion. This is my legacy. It will never die.
Order WWF Unforgiven on direct ticket.
This magazine captures the sizzle of sports, the glory, the joy, the pathos.
Who's the next great quarterback? That All-American Manning or that Rebel Leaf? And get me something on the draft. Who's going first round? And some mature audience-only pictures. Lots of sparks. Printed, baby.
Welcome back, where the rain has started at the Jake. The Cleveland Indians on top 1-0, getting ready to go to the top half of the 6th inning. First half of our doubleheader coming up after this one. The San Diego Padres, with Kevin Brown on the mound, take on Mr. Barry Bonds, who's homered in 2 straight games. Last time Kevin Brown started at Candlestick, a no-hitter back on June 10 of '97. He'll be making the start tonight. Joey Cora. He's had a single, also flying out to center field. Colon has retired the side in order. 4 of the 5 innings with only 1 walk and 5 strikeouts. An interesting note we had from our friends at the Elias Sports Bureau on Joey Cora. The last 3 years, only 4 second basemen have had a higher batting average than Joey Cora. Ouch! Colon got him. Guess that's why he hits line drives. That may have caught the muscle. Boy, this is a dangerous game to be involved in. If you're lucky enough to be around.
You almost got nailed by a foul ball.
Yeah. 3 guys thrown out. Randy Johnson whizzing 2 by Lofton's chin. And now the other starter, Bartolo Colon, has just caught one on somewhere on that arm.
It looked like it hit him right in the bicep. He looked like he grabbed the bicep afterwards. Let's see. Almost right in the cuff of his elbow there in the joint.
Right on the pitching arm. Got over and made the play. John Smiley, Chad O.J. May need a lot of pitchers. And Nagy there, rather, along with O.J. O.J.'s on the DL, but coming off on the 21st, where he is pitching in rehab. O.J. So he'll be ready. Doc Gooden is also on the DL. They're not sure when he's going to get back, but it's going to take a while. While we take a look at that, the hockey game that broke out here, you can see a real hockey game. ESPN's National Hockey Night with the New Jersey Devils and the Chicago Blackhawks coming your way on ESPN tomorrow at 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific time. Big game for Chicago. The Blackhawks still have a chance at making the top 8 and the playoffs in the West, but it's got to be right now because this is the final week of regular season play in the NHL. National Hockey Night, the Devils and Blackhawks tomorrow. Well, he's going to give it a try here. Cologne hit on the pitching arm. That can really tighten up on a pitcher when you take a shot like that. Any part of that muscle on that arm. He may be all right now and may actually get worse when he goes to sit down.
The more that thing bleeds, if it hit him anywhere square, he's going to end up with a contusion there, and it'll just, that blood will start going down and to the joint if he's hit up above that joint. Doc Gooden.
A good doctor signed on by the Cleveland Indians. Hargrove said he may be ready in a couple of weeks, but they're not sure, and they may need him. Well, this is a real tough break. Bartolo Colon, the 22-year-old right-hander, working with a 1-0 lead and a 2-hit shutout, is going to leave the game after being hit on that line drive by Joey Cora.
This is life. This is getting every mile you can out of life. And this is how you get there. Kelly Charger high-performance tires are engineered for long mileage. Of course, that's no guarantee you'll live harder or go farther. Just an invitation.
Hey, pull me back. Oh, that feels pretty good. What's this stuff? Yeah, I'm not going there. No way. Forget about it. Hey, come on. I got an image to uphold here.
Only your Sherwin-Williams store has super paint. It's guaranteed for 20 years against peeling, blistering, and fading.
Oh, yeah. Now that's the good stuff, baby.
When only the best will do. Ask Sherwin-Williams.
Hey, good looking. Want to go for a little spin?
A crowd of two-wheeled enthusiasts gathers at the Honda factory in Marysville, Ohio.
Today, we are proud to introduce to you the Honda Shadow Aero.
The bike's a real hit with the crowd. The Aero sports the latest in streamlined design with an exhaust pipe right out of the pages of science fiction. Here's Miss Aero showing off the bike's dazzling colors. The Honda Aero is available today, and what's the verdict in Marysville? There you have it, and it's full speed ahead for the bike of tomorrow.
Update from Turner Field. Andrew Jones has been a tremendous disappointment this year. Coming into the game hitting 140, but he takes his Jose Silva breaking ball, slaps a double in the corner. That'll score Cresco and Eddie Perez. Walt Weiss tripled in Jones. So that was Silva's last pitch. Maddox has got a 6-0 lead. Now, Ray and Gary.
Well, we have lost both starters in this game. Randy Johnson thrown out of the ball game because of a brawl after he threw a couple at Kenny Lofton. And now we're going to lose Cologne because he takes a shot back, and Eric Plunk's going to come on. I'm not sure what's going to happen here tonight, right?
Well, anytime you have that stuff on the field, it seems that the ball games become secondary. It really does. So many crazy things begin to happen because you get away from playing baseball and you start thinking about throwing at people and fighting and trying to defend your honor. And baseball players are the worst in the world to act like they're going to do something and not do anything. But the game just turned. It was a great game starting off. It's still 1-0. But we have a great pitching battle that's turned to a situation where we've got two bullpen guys coming in.
Well, you take a look at the Sherwin-Williams pitching summary. Randy Johnson, that is the shortest outing that he has had in a long time, got thrown out of the game. The last time he came out that early was back May 1 of '96 because of an injury. And then the other starter, Cologne's out of there. Fine effort, 5 1/3. With just a couple of hits off him, a walk and 5 strikeouts. But they're both gone.
Eric Plunk been around a long time. Pitched last night, threw the ball very well. I actually faced this guy. That's how long he's been around. Faced him in Oakland. Good fastball, slider. Used to throw a split finger. Now he's throwing kind of more of a circle changeup.
He too will get as many warm-up tosses as he needs here. We have had 1 run in this game on 4 hits, and of course the run would have to score in the honest of ways. First at bat as an Indian for David Bell. He takes the ball to left field. Glenn Allen Hill didn't get it. Ken Griffey Jr. didn't back up, and Jeff Houston didn't hang on to the ball. And as a result, David Bell got an inside the park home run, the first inside the park job at the Jake. We should have known right from the get-go that that's what it was going to be like. So that's the only one up there on the board. The 1-0 lead. Bob Wells has come on to settle it down in place of Randy Johnson, and now we'll see whether Eric Plunk can do the same on the other side. Lou Pinella's got to be wondering what next. He worked an inning and 2/3, no hits, a walk, and 2 strikeouts against the Mariners last night. 3rd inning of this ball game. Randy Johnson to Lofton. Once. Lou Piniella. Not thrown out. Very next pitch. Alomar thrown out. Indians catcher. Lofton thrown out. Randy Johnson thrown out. Have another cup of coffee, and here we are. So Eric Plunk, 1 down, nobody on. He takes over. Alex Rodriguez, the batter. And Rodriguez fouls it off Pat Borders. That is what that strap, that billy goat strap hanging down, is all about. To protect on those kinds of foul balls where catchers have been hit in the Adam's apple.
And he gets nailed just at the top part of his chest protector. Barely grazed off of that thing. That's what Steve Yeager actually invented after getting the broken bat in his throat. He designed that thing, and it's been around for a long time.
In case you're wondering, breaking ball misses, who the emergency catcher is, because Sandy Alomar has already been thrown out. Jeff Branson is the emergency catcher.
My goodness, I didn't even know that.
For the Cleveland Indians.
I had Branson for 2 years in Cincinnati, and I didn't even know.
You never caught him, huh?
No, sir. Played him everywhere else.
See, you're always learning something in this game. That doesn't mean he can catch it. He's the emergency catcher.
That's a serious emergency right there.
2 ball, 1 strike count on Alex Rodriguez. Hitting .262 to short on this one. Omar Vizquel. So Plunk comes in and gets the first out. Vizquel has not committed an error in his last 46 regular season games. So if you hit a ground ball to short against the Indians, you're probably not going to get on. Jeff Mando has played all the outfield positions and the infield, including first base tonight. He might be a suspect for a catcher.
Well, I've heard that he has 7 gloves, so let's see. He doesn't have a
How
pitcher.
many times was he married?
Oh, come on.
7 gloves? Wasn't that a movie? Or
I'm not following you there, but
Ken Griffey Jr. Let's hope we don't have to find out. Junior's 0 for 2. He's grounded out to first twice.
That's just a guy that wants to be in the big leagues.
Yeah.
Want to play. He doesn't care where he plays. Just put him in the lineup, and he has a glove for every position. But we don't know if it's a catcher's mitt.
That we don't know. Strike call in the inside corner. And Griffey Jr. leading it in home runs here in the American League. 1-2 count on him. He's had a couple of weak ground balls to first. Fouls that one back off the screen. Fastest to hit 300 home runs in Major League history, Jimmy Fox. 27 years, 328 days. Note the number of games it took Fox to hit 300. Ken Griffey Jr. younger. And 1,226 games. He's got 6 home runs this year. 1-2 count. Off the fist, foul back. Borders tries to run over the home plate umpire just to add to the injuries tonight. Even they're shaking their heads. Ed Hickox that time couldn't get out of the way fast enough. Borders turned around and gave him a pretty good bump. Oh my. Here's the 1-2 delivery by Eric Plunk. Fastball, foul back.
What happened on that last play, generally a ball that's hit off the left-hander's bat goes off to the catcher's left side. That shows you that Griffey was way out in front of that ball and actually hit the ball to the catcher's right side. So the umpire actually went the way he's supposed to go.
Griffey 2 for 10 lifetime against Plunk. Lofts that one foul as he got around in the off-speed breaking ball. Turned it the other way. Count remains a ball and 2 strikes. This has been a very good month for Ken Griffey Jr. when it comes to the long ball. Second in American League history. Home runs in April. Mr. October apparently was also Mr. April, if I remember right. It was Reggie Jackson, who's the only guy who's ahead of him in home runs in April.
Well, you're just talking about the best player in the game, and you talk about Ken Griffey Jr. There's little wonder why he's in all these in the history of baseball situations.
There's a rainmaker. Third base. Fair territory put away by Fryman. So Plunk comes on and retires the 2 batters he faces. Seattle retired in order, still trailing.